My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my spoiler review for Squid Game. If you haven't seen Squid Game, go and watch it, then come back and watch this review. You can also watch my other review that is spoiler free. But anyways, let's get into this show. So I will definitely be talking about the finale that didn't work for me at all, but let's talk about some of the stuff I absolutely loved. Like, I wish I didn't know the premise of this show going into it. I knew that it starts off with red light, green light, and people get killed, and I just couldn't imagine my reaction if I didn't know the plot and I watched it for the first time and then that happens. I would be like, holy shit, that's awesome. But I kept expecting it, so I wish I had that shock moment, but whatever. I still love the first episode. I think it's actually like a perfect pilot episode, and I do not say that lightly. Anyone who knows me knows how much I hate pilot episodes. Not this one. This one is one of the best pilot episodes I've ever seen. I really like how they all left, then they came back to the game, and then the next contest of the umbrella, I thought was such a fantastic second challenge. Like, I never thought I would be so intense watching people use this little toothpick looking thing to scratch out some sugar. Like, and I was on the edge of my seat. Like, as soon as I heard that was a challenge, and then I was thinking of the umbrella, I was just like, oh my goodness, like, I would fail. I would definitely die here. Like, that would be a difficult shape to carve out. But the way that he gets past it by licking it, I thought that was really clever. And that was the first time that I realized I can't think of his name, but his one friend, where he knew what the challenge was going to be and he didn't say anything. That was the first hint of his real character, that he wasn't a good person. So I thought that entire episode was really fantastic. Episode 4 is another perfect episode of television, just the way that you see that, oh, so this isn't just tense and thrilling inside the games, this is going to be tense and thrilling outside the games too. Because everybody is just trying to kill each other in their sleep, so they have less people to compete against. And the way that they purposely set themselves up for it, I thought was just brilliant. Like, that was a fantastic episode of television. And then you get that tug of war at the end. Oh my goodness. Just the design of that entire level was incredible. And I was on the edge of my seat. Like, I was watching it late at night, so, my palms were sweaty, I wasn't wearing socks, and my feet were sweating. I was just so into it. And when that episode ended, I'm just like, next. And then the next episode began, and I got like the 1 minute before what happens next. I'm just like, I want to skip to see what happens next. And oh my goodness, that was fantastic stuff. I loved that. Like, that is some of the most intense things I've seen in a very long time. And then we get episode 5, which focused more on the guy who went behind enemy lines, and I still thought it was a really good episode that kind of gave depth to this world on display. Like, especially how when they get caught, the main bad dude didn't just kill them because they were cutting up people's organs. No, he killed them because they were ruining the equal opportunity within the game. I thought that was a great plot point. But episode 6, where everybody had to play marbles against each other, like, I love it because at first you're not sure, okay, are these people going to have to kill each other when they partner up? Is it like you want to stick together with strong people? What's going to happen? Because they had to work with people before in the tug of war, so like, do they have to work with people in pairs now? And everything that you're thinking, they're thinking too. Because they're just like, what, do I go with the old man, the woman? Who do I partner up with? And then when it's revealed that only one of them would be able to make it, you feel the emotional weight of it. It is such phenomenal stuff. And I knew how so many of the different storylines was going to go. The 2 girls and the one who ended up sacrificing her life, I was surprised by how much that hit me. That was one of the most emotional moments in the entire show. 218 and 199, working together. Ahmed, I think was his name. Working together only for 218 to screw him over. Just revealed so much about his character that you really start to realize that this guy is a terrible scumbag. Like, he just stabbed his friend in the back without any hesitancy. And I thought that was really compelling stuff. And then you got the big dude, who you love to hate. In my other review, when I said there's characters that you love to hate, like Draco Malfoy, this was a character I was referring to. Because he's just, you hate him. And you wanted to see the other guy beat him. And you're loving the fact that he was getting beaten throughout the entire episode, only for him to end up winning in the end, and you're just like, damn it! But also the moment between our main character and the old man as they are playing marbles, and you see that the main character is actually being a bit of a dick and he's lying to him, and the old man actually picked up that he was getting lied to throughout the entire episode, and they have that really emotional finale. That just broke my heart. That episode was just this show on full display. It took the characters that we've come to know at that point and pushed them to their limit in such emotional, heartbreaking ways. And after that, like, it's just, everyone felt dirty. It's just, before when everyone's coming back and they're welcoming each other back, like, yes, let's win this money. No, that's all gone by this point. And I like how it begins in, okay, the people who do the task survive. I like that. Same with the second task. But then on the third task, it's tug of war. In order for people to survive, the other half has to die. And then same with this one. Because as the games progress, more and more people have to die. Like at first it's just like, okay, there's a chance for us to all win this. But just little by little, you start to realize that, no, there is no hope for all of us to make it. Like by design. And I thought that was a really compelling element. And then we get episode 7. Oh yes, I loved episode 7. Like I said, the rich people coming in and being like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna put my money on 69. Ha ha ha. Oh shit, he died. Well, I guess 96, because that's the reverse. I was just like, really? You're really doing 69 jokes? That's cringy. But okay. But everything, I didn't mind that stuff because everything on the bridge was so freaking amazing. Just the challenge itself was intense and thrilling, and just watching every single character and their conflict with each other coming to a head here. We see the one dude who screwed over Ahmed. I keep forgetting the character's name, so just difficult to pronounce for me. But him pushing the one dude at the end, that was a character revealing moment. The crazy girl killing the big bully dude, and like an act of self-sacrifice because he was screwing everyone over, which is totally in his character. Just everything was coming to a head in this episode in a super intense and thrilling way, and I loved it. I thought it was such a phenomenal episode of television. And then we get episode 8, which focuses on the one guy who escaped. And like I said, I was kind of expecting more from that storyline. Like, I really feel like this could have been a one-season show, because by the end, it's quite clear that this is going to be multiple seasons. But if he succeeded here, or like the messages sent before he died, and this was like the start of the collapse of this area, I think that would have been a good way to go out. Because he died, he realized that was the guy he was looking for, and then that was it. It just wasn't satisfying from a narrative standard. Like, I didn't know if he was going to survive that drop, if he was going to jump into the water. That's what I would have done. I say that now, but the truth is, I would probably be too big of a risk to jump. But I wanted more conclusion from that storyline. I just feel like that I didn't get. And then we get the moment where the guy and the main character and the girl are spending time together. They promise each other that whoever makes it out, they'll help the other person's family. And he's going to kill the guy who falls asleep, and she convinces him not to. Because that's not in him. He still has his humanity left. And then the other guy kills the girl. Just fantastic stuff. I really loved it. I thought it was heartbreaking. So when the finale was going down, and I'm just like, kill him, kill that scumbag. And I thought that entire final fight was so fantastic. It was thrilling, it was intense, it was brutal. And I just thought it kind of wrapped it up in a way that felt true to the characters without going for that happy ending. And I think if he goes back to his real life, he helps the other people out, he pays off the debts, but he's still not a happy person, and he's still miserable. And then there's hints that maybe the police are catching on to the organization, and that's coming to an end. I feel like this would have been an all-time perfect miniseries. I really do think that. But then we get the time jump. And this, I hate this. The old man was such a great character. He helped them out in the tug of war. He was so happy that the main character helped him up with the sugar comb challenge. He was so giddy for red light, green light. I thought he was such a perfect written character. And when he died, it was absolutely heartbreaking. You got those moments where he was pissing himself beforehand and the main character covered it up. And he was taking care of him. I loved that friendship between the two of them. I think it was the series at its absolute best. If for them to throw the emotional weight of everything between the two of them away for this twist ending that just added nothing to it. It was a twist for the sake of a twist, and I hated it. It did not need to happen. It added nothing to this show. Nothing. I'm actually angry at how bad this finale was. And then we get this cliffhanger of, oh, I'm coming to find you guys. I just don't want that. I really do think this story in this one season was something really special. And maybe they do a second season, maybe they pull it off, and maybe they make me change my mind on that stuff. But the way I see... Actually, no, they're not going to change my mind on the old man twist. It was stupid, it was awful, it ruined so much of what came before it. I think it was an abysmal decision. I really do. It was a complete dog shit story decision. There's no way around it. But everything else up until that point is so great. Like, yeah, I wish that one story had a bit more conclusion. And yeah, I do wish that the witch dudes didn't make 69 jokes. But everything else, character-wise, you know, you hated certain people, you were annoyed by certain people, you hated people at first but came to kill for them, you liked certain people and started to hate them throughout, you got the sympathetic main character, you got a show about humanity and this evil empire that is trying to pit people against each other. Huh! Wow, that would never happen in real life. Anyways, you just had every single ingredient for a perfect story, and it was delivering on it in a perfect manner. And they just threw that away for a stupid twist ending that added nothing. Oh my goodness, I hate the ending. I really, really do. I'm angry about the ending. But up until that point, it's so perfect that I still love the show. I'm just pissed off by the ending. But anyways, what did you think of Squid Game? What did you think of that ending? Do you hate it as much as I do? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon, and Gavin out.